Hi there, this is Richard at Bucket List Recording Studio. In the first couple of videos we looked at building the studio. Now we're going to look at recording, and we're going to do it from the beginning, recording the artist, all the way to the end where the finished mastered product is available to listen to. A great deal of recording nowadays can be done in the computer, or as we call it, in the box. But for certain things like vocals and various instruments, you do need a microphone. Microphones fall into three categories: dynamic, condenser and ribbon. Today we're just going to concentrate on dynamic. A dynamic microphone is a bit like a loudspeaker but in reverse. Whereas electrical energy moves a diaphragm to create sound waves in a loudspeaker, with a microphone the sound waves go through a diaphragm, thus creating electricity. There are a lot of very good dynamic microphones. Manufacturers like Neumann, AKG, Sennheiser, just to name a few. But there's one microphone that over the last 50 odd years has cropped up in every recording studio that I know of. Sound engineers on PA swear by it, and that is this: the Shure SM57. So, what makes this Shure microphone that was first made in 1965 a benchmark for today? Well, let's start with the ruggedness. I had about 20 of these when I first started my PA hire, and most of them survived the punk era from 1975 to 1980. And trust me, they got some hammer. The 57 was developed for recording orchestra. It has a frequency response from 40 Hz to 15 kHz, which means it's excellent for vocals, recording most instruments. It's ideal on drums because it can handle high pressure levels. I've used it on bass drum, I've used it on recording bass guitar and electric guitar, and I've used it for recording vocals. I've also used it as pairing up with more expensive condenser microphones to give a fuller effect. It's an all-round good microphone. The SM57 has a cardioid or heart-shaped polar pattern. This makes it very unidirectional, which is ideal if you're in a recording studio with not much acoustic dampening. You won't be picking up noise from the side. I'll give you an example of this. Testing SM57 on access, testing SM57 90 degrees from access, testing SM57 180 degrees from access. There are a lot of other good diaphragm mics on the market, and hopefully you out there will get in touch with me and tell me your favourite. There are also some diaphragm mics which are speciality products for special jobs. This is one, the AKG D112. This is ideal for bass, bass guitar, bass drum and floor tom. Up until now, we've not mentioned prices or money. But I think we ought to start doing that, because yes, you can get better mics, but it's always on a diminishing returns. To give you some idea, the Shure SM7B is as Shure would put it, an SM57 on steroids, but it's 3.5 times the price. There are also lots of other mics which aren't anywhere near as good as the Shure SM57, which are many times more than that. Although I love the SM57 and I think it's a brilliant mic, I'm not going to award the Dogs B award until I've heard back from you guys out there, and then I'll make an award. One last point I want to mention: if you're ever thinking of buying an SM57, my advice is to buy it from a registered dealer. There are that many counterfeits out there that the chances are, if you're buying it second hand, you're going to pick up something that's substandard and probably made in China. If you are buying a second-hand one of the ways to find out if it is counterfeit is to weigh it. The real SM57s work out around 280 grams. The counterfeits are about 30 grams less. Hope to hear from you soon. Please subscribe. Please get in touch.